All right, good morning and thank you on the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM. Always your friend. Just to take you through the journey of the Horizon. The Horizon Command across Nigeria, giving you information about the security operations in various commands across the Federation with police public relations officers of various commands on what is happening in their command. My name is Ali Yuma, and today on the program with the police spokesperson of Zamfara State Police Command. Front line of Nigeria's most pressing security challenges is one we are going to be focusing today. Of the police officers and also the resilience of the people in her. And just like that, we're privileged to be joined by the official spokesperson of the Zamfara Command in person of DSP Yazid Abubakar. Abubakar, thank you for joining us on the Horizon this morning.
Good morning, thank you.
All right, so before we go into my question, and in specific terms, what is Zamfara State Police Command doing today, by extension, the good people of Zamfara State?
Alhamdulillah, the Zamfara State Police Command is really considering we recorded zero incident in the command.
Okay, thank God. So, my listener, this is your program. Remember that we usually on social media. On Facebook, you have two options. You can either watch us live on the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM, or you can join the conversation on Nigeria Police, again, on X, Police NG is where you can join the conversation. At some point when the show progresses, we'll open the phone line if you have any questions or comment for my guest, Yazid Abu, officer of Zamfara State Police Command. And so, PPRO, thank you for joining us once into some of the today. Just this past week, joint operation safely neutral Njibga Kunchinkalgu Road, according to your press release, because we will be going into some of your press releases already in the public space to ask you questions for purpose, ability, and also clarity at the same time. What does the use of such, I mean, the IED, indicate about the evolving tactics of terrorist group in Zamfara, and how is the PREN adapting to these particular challenges?
Thank you very much for this question. Earlier, on 27th 2020, we experienced an explosive modern era road, where it claims the of people and destroyed So since then, police number 10 police command CP Balarabe cover put all hands on deck. Incident occur. So all measures have in place. Ugly incident. Solution of police adopt the system of community policing, which is the part of the vision and mission of the Inspector General of Police, where we engage the members of the public on stakeholders meeting, town hall, several meetings in our office, educating the members of the public the importance of security, which is not only the responsibility of the agencies in the state. Security agency, everybody. So, people of Zamfara come to understand that. So we share our hearts so that any suspicious items be reported through that phone numbers in the police station. This collaboration with the members of the public positively, which led to the one Mustafa, that 8 years old, with 957 explosive materials. And also, just of recent, at the effect of this December, on at the first of
January
January 2026. Our EOD team, had detonate and excel around Kunching, which that action of our men puts the people in area. Thank you very much
for giving us that information. The SPSZ again on January, still in this January that we just passed, because you made reference to January 31st, and I want to also take locally fabricated AK-47 rifle, and it's happened around Gusau Funtua Highway. Can you give us a recovery and the position of that investigation? Was a suspect arrested involved, or what is the position of arrest?
Thank you very much. You know, the Funtua Highway being the only highway that can intercept 3 states. That Funtua Highway, it will connect you to Zamfara, good, but it will connect you to Sokoto, Kebbi.
Okay.
So, that highway, we face a lot of challenge ranging from the situation of and also bandit attack several highways. So the Commissioner of Police, the State Police Command, initiate intensive of that highway.
Okay.
So which led to the recovery arms and ambulance from the several have been charged to court for prosecutions. Likewise, January 2026, the team of Saber Highway, they are able to arrest one suspect in 2 locally fabricated, which he can account rifles. He was and investigate. Still, up to now, the investigation is ongoing. The review to Rodina and get him arrested, and to whom he is going to deliver the rifle, and also get them according to the law.
All right, thank you very much. You talked about someone arrested with explosive devices or materials that can be used for manufacturing of explosive devices. Were you able to trace the information and how he came about those materials?
Thank you very much. The material is through community policy that we are affecting the state. Someone with information is suspecting some thing in the bag or operating here in Gusau, area. So we went there, and luckily enough, the Syrians are concealing a bag, and it's been conveyed in a Corolla Toyota by one Mustafa Muhammad, who was still in our custody. Effort is still on to arrest the owner and also the intended for the explosive materials. So the case is still under investigation.
All right, Zamfara State is a flashpoint. When you talk about security in Nigeria, Zamfara has been battling with a lot of security concerns. And recently, officers felt a bandit ambush on the Gusau Tamapara road, with one inspector wounded. How frequent are such direct attacks? And what does this say about the current audacity of this criminal?
Thank you very much. Like you have said, the Zamfara has been a flashpoint in terms of these actions. But the incident that had Jalata area is very incident to happen with our operatives because our we have the road, that is bad, cannot be even accessed by the computers, but we adopt the system of this area, which by the grace of God, the area normality has been restored in that area. But unfortunately, last week, our leading the command, they brought us to the command. So, after the which is very near ready to the ambush, but the only areas of life that we have getting well because men have been done with bone wounds, and has been injured and currently on admissions.
Okay, but how is he giving treatment aside when you made that press release? What is his current condition?
Of the
Of police, the inspector of police.
police officer,
Yes, sir.
he is responding treatment. Alhamdulillah, he is responding treatment.
Okay, release also talks about a rescued victim in Tapi, a victim that was kidnapped. Command were able to rescue that particular victim in Tapi. And you also said effort is on to apprehend the perpetrators. What is the greatest challenge from a successful rescue to now get responsible for some of those? Because a lot of times Nigerians feel like the police would say, yes, we have rescued this, but what then happened to the kidnappers?
The issue is that the Zamfara State has landmass of 39,762 square.
A huge landmass.
And it's only 30-something% of this land is being occupied by the people.
There are a lot of ungoverned spaces.
Yes, and we have borders. We have a lot of forests in our state. So the big bandits can easily run away, but effort is still on borders, which the Commissioner of Police is still on that, and by the grace going to achieve a result. The water and discovery by the grace of God.
All right, now that you just mentioned and perhaps constant threat, what is the source gap? I mean, the challenge that you are facing as a command. Is it manpower, equipment, or perhaps ability that if I would most significantly enhance the command's effectiveness?
Thank you very much. And first and foremost, I have to thank the Almighty because the IG up and doing to all the state in federation. So, in Zamfara, like you have mentioned, we have some constraints, but the IGP is doing good thing to us. He is assisting us, but still we need some equipment. This modern equipment, we need some APCs that can be deployed to the command. It will assist us remember criminals. So we need technical, technology equipment which will assist us locating all these criminals to take the way to their end.
All right, thank you very much, DSP. Is it just tuning in? You're listening to the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja, and the program is Horizon. Horizon is a program link up with different police command across Nigeria to bring you the activities of police officers and also security general in areas for purpose of accountability, for you to also know what is happening. And we also give you the opportunity to also contribute in the conversation by way of asking any question or comment to our guest. And today on the program, we are privileged to have the Relations Officer of Zamfara State Police Command in person of DSP Yazid Abu. Information about the security update in his command. And we are also streaming live on Facebook and also on X. On Facebook, you have two options. You can watch us 9.1 FM Abuja, Nigeria Police Radio 1 FM Abuja. If you just log into Facebook search us, you will get us on. Other Facebook handle is official Facebook handle of the Nigeria Police Force. Just like drop it up. X is police. And on a short break, the program will continue after now. Meanwhile, as it is in our tradition, we open the line or we give out the phone number so that when we come back from this break, you'll be able to call. Perhaps you have a comment for my guest. Then the number is 080-699-75761. 080-699-75761. Stay with us and please do not go anywhere. The show will continue after this break.
Friends, princess are Gen Z badges now. Them get small school. Police stopped a bus Grace was riding in, and she was the only one that this officer arrested. She was flabbergasted. Officer, why me? Because of my hair? This phone call, my friend. Oh, officer, stop harassing me. Days later, this officer, that's the same one, wanted to arrest Grace's friend for the reason of that police profiling according to Luke is against the law. It is there in the Nigeria Police Act 2010. Anything to her, hey, they let her go, and the other passengers couldn't be. Who would you rather be in this story?
Am I dreaming? If we all know Police Act 2020, if fate happen, there is that radio station that cares about the people, looks out for the missing here among us. It's not just the professionalism, it's the heart, the love the kindness that endears people to us. And what nation is that? Radio 99.1 FM, Abuja.
Thank you for staying with us here on the Nigeria Press Radio 99.1 FM Abuja. In case you just listening to the horizon on your friendly frequency, then you 99.1 FM Abuja. And today we are John's officer of Zamfara State Police Command in person of Bakar, who has been giving us update about these activities in the command. Thank you very much for staying with us, DSP Yazid.
Thank you very much.
All right, so before I take my next turn, I'm going to call the phone number once again. If you want to call in and ask any question, comment, you can do that. Even if you're watching us via the social media platform, you can actually get the number and call into the studio. 08069975761. 069975761. You can also utilize that and send me a WhatsApp message through your message. All right, so DSP, is it the question that a lot of people have been asked about the security situation in your camp, and they always link the with mining in Zamfara State, less with mineral resources. Gold is one of the most prominent or talked about in Nigeria. How does this mineral resources security in your state?
Thank you very much. Even I received many questions regarding the correlations between the mineral resources and this. So, if we can throw ourselves back, security, it has been for now I can say 2 to 3 decades. Even people knows about mineral resources, most mineral resources. In my own understanding, relations between this banditry that is the mineral and the mineral resources. The genesis of this insecurity that we are magic, and I met it on ground, is between herders, farmers. So it's the genesis, not the mineral resources, to my own understanding and to my own. And the security situation in Zamfara State is getting better, much better than and encouraging everybody who to visit Zamfara to just come forward and have a good look of our environment. And people of Zamfara State, they are accommodated people, accommodate you, and you will enjoy your stay in Zamfara.
All right, so I also want to ask another question concerning the mineral resources, or this time around activities in Zamfara State. Now that you are to tell us that there is no direct correlation between the mineral mining and insecurity in Zamfara, there are a lot of videos and pictures that have been making around for quite a long time now, where people would say, "Oh, this is mining." You see a lot of holes being dug, mining with high number of people. I mean, just to of the numerous videos I have seen, and they say these are people on in Zamfara. Do you security? If really, truly, those people are in Zamfara State, do your command provide security to those mining sites?
You know, the mining is been prohibited by the federal government. It has been stopped. And whoever will be apprehended. Just of recent, 1st January 2026, we are 21 suspects for illegal mining activities in Zulu area. So we are not encouraging mining in the state. Whoever has the license from the federal government to mine. So primary responsibility to protect that person's life and his properties. But we are not encouraging illegal mining in the community. We have a section which is dealing with anybody that commits activities illegally.
All right, thank you very much for that. Recently, Governor Dauda led a tour of security formations, stronger interagency collaboration. From the police perspective, how fluid and effective real-time intelligence and operation with the military, the DSS, and community protection guards?
Please, can you come again?
All right, I said recent. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Recently, Governor Dauda Lawal concluded a tour of security formation, and he encouraged stronger interagency collaboration. How would you say, or what is the current collaboration in your state between the Nigeria Police Force and agencies, that is the military, the DSS, and also the state, the community protection guards?
Thank you very much. Speaking, we have good relationship with the all security agencies in Zamfara. By His Excellency Dr. Dauda Lawal of other security agencies, all the security agencies in the command, they find that our collaboration is highly needed, which we succeeded in many based on this collaboration that we have. We have community protection guard, which the former commissioner of police, who is AIG retired, the commander, the community protection.
Okay.
So it was just of recent, he will run to the command and share the advice, and we work together and we achieve results. In the we have no breach of communication between the states. We are working collectively to achieve common goals. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. In case you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Nigeria Police Radio Abuja. The program is Horizon, and Horizon is a program where we land across Nigeria to bring you security updates and security general in those states. And today, I'm privileged to be joined by the Police Public Relations Officer of Zamfara State Police Command, DSP Yazid Abuja. Comment at all for my guest, you can actually put a call to the studio, or you can send me a WhatsApp message on the number 080997561. I will take that again, 080697577. And now to you, DSP Yazid, talking about synergy. You mentioned that Zamfara's border with other states. You talked about Zamfara having border with another state and Katsina and Kaduna and Katsina. Yes, those are also flash points in terms. Those are routes that are very prone areas. How do you coordinate, or how do you synergize with those command around you to see that you effectively get those corridors to make that space ungovernable for the bad?
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Oh, you didn't get my question?
No, I get the question.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Working relationship with this command, we share our intelligence. Once we have intelligence, we share it with them, and then they have their intelligence to share with us. At times, we used to coordinate our operations. For example, if Kaduna had a need for the bandit movement, our area, we will coordinate bandit. We are succeeding. And that is how we are ready and Sokoto, especially Sokoto state, which is almost the Zamfara state. It's even out from Sokoto. So we are facing almost 10 challenges. So we need to share more information with us in our environment, people have peaceful environment.
Let me ask you this question. It's going to be very difficult to get a direct answer, but I just want to ask you so that you to give us a lead on how to do it. Why do you think is Bello Turji so difficult to be apprehended? You're smiling. I know it's going to be a difficult question, and that's why I had to lay the marker question. Because a lot of people have been asking me on this platform, they said it's operating between Zamfara, Sokoto, perhaps with Kebbi. Why is it that up till now, Bello Turji has been, to say, to the Nigerian security?
Thank God you have said it is a difficult question to answer, but what I believe is that this agency in the operations, because it is Zamfara state, it's not the police. We have the prevention.
Okay.
We have many responsibilities in these operations, but nevertheless, Lagos has been putting in place to get him arrested. And I bet you, because of God, we are going to get him arrested and prosecuted by the grace of God. What we need from the public is just to put us on their prayers. By this, inshallah, we will get him arrested.
All right, we say amen to that. And again,
by police side, we are doing our best, and the inspectors are policing us to fight all these criminals in our state. And by the grace of God, this will come to the pass.
All right, we pray so. Let it be 18 past. And now let me take this next point, the SPSZ. As a result of the long-standing challenges you've been facing, people have been displaced from their ancestral homes, which means you have a lot of internally displaced persons, around 200,000 displaced. How does this humanitarian crisis now, born from insecurity, in turn policing challenges in terms of community dynamics and crime? I don't know if you get. Okay, so now, okay, as a result of the insecurities in your command, a lot of people have been displaced from their ancestral homes, and so comes it's more like survival of the fittest. How does it add up to the current crime fighting in your command?
You see how
200,000. How is this number of people displayed add up to the challenge of fighting crime in your command?
Okay. I understand. Like 2 years back, I know when the banditry is in its peak, we have many, especially in some metropolitan area. So, since the assumption of this commissioner of police, we try to initiate a policy whereby all these displaced people, he will identify their village.
Okay.
Deploy personnel here and take their village. I will give you an example. We have a community called Machine. For that 2 years, the people that are living in that they are more than 10,000 people of them. It's very fine. 20 people in the community before the interception of the commissioner of police. Police command. We deployed our personnel, and not only which is under Marathi local government, almost doing nobody even do about the personnel there, and they are doing their daily activities without fear or fear of attack whatsoever. So the command, when the police with their number, that number, it will be very difficult task for the command to control that number. That's why they shut. But we did our best with the government. We provided shelter for the displaced people in order to have the control over their movement activities, and also we deployed our SIT personnel. Within them, we can even find informant to find it. And it's a problem to our security challenge in the command. But by just putting in place, by now we come to Zamfara, it will be very difficult for you to see me going about the street.
All right, thank you very much for that. You struck the chord for me. You said perhaps there might be bandits in the displaced persons. You have your SL in with them, mixing with them, so that they can be able to gather intelligence. So of people who give you information now, for instance, the informant, you have civilian population, or perhaps someone might have he or she wants to give to the police. What channel do you have of taking this feedback or this information from members of the public? And again, what mechanism have you put in place that will guarantee safety and also the cover-up of the identity of the person given that?
Yes, thank you very much for this question. People in Zamfara State, I can say they do not even trust the police in their environment. Once we give intelligence, you will likely end up being that information that is with the police. So, several meetings with the community stakeholders and the members of the public. We have several meetings with them. Challenge that they are facing, which make them not to reveal information to the police. introduce suggestion boxes, motor parks that we have. Even in Hausa, just write what you have seen. Just write it. There is person that is to go to that suggestion pick in the letters. In every 1 hour interval, the information that will take in that box will not be placed in the box. So we also distribute our phone numbers. Even my phone number is among the all your location, all your address. Just give us the information. So we have our tracking force, our tracking team, that immediately if we receive the information, we will act on. We all know that the information that we are going to receive, it might be true or it might be true. We will act on it. If it is true, we will succeed, and we are succeeding many suspects with that information that we are having in the command. And also, we distribute the command control room number just to keep his identity safe. Our numbers, even the command operations department, their number is out. Are using our call number. Your identity is not doing what we need from you is just the information. And surely we are acting on it.
All right, thank you for giving us this information. And we're coasting home now. Let's take this question that says, the government has pledged continued support for police infrastructure and welfare. How direct do such state government intervention translate into improved morale and officers on the front line?
Thank you very much. The speech actually well planned. Last day, they even distribute almost 30 patrol which assist the command in patrolling those who are fighting criminals. And also, just of recent, get the contract to almost all the divisions in command headquarters. Division within the metropolitan and the command get the command to the that the construction is ongoing.
Okay.
And the governor, let me sincerely appreciate the command because his assistant, his assisted the country in fighting this banditry.
All right, thank you very much, DSP Yazid. What is your most urgent appeal to the residents of Zamfara regarding the power and the police in areas where trust has been broken and be rebuilt?
My urgent from my good people of Zamfara is that we urge the public timely income very key to us. No matter how little you think it is, please do not take that info through our phone number. Is already on social media platforms, in our local medias. That good people of our state is marvelous. They are doing their best, and we are appreciating what we still need more from them. We are here for them, and we are here to protect their lives and their properties. To let them with us, share information, and by the grace of God, respond to that information, and by so doing, we are going to celebrate our state from all these great within our state.
All right, thank you very much, DSP. As we conclude, looking at this IED, the successes you have recorded in your command, what gives you greatest hope that stay stored in Zamfara State?
Yes, by the so we are having the members of the public and by the leaders that our police is putting on place. In the north, in the short time to come, he will repack himself on the stage in the most peaceful in the Nigeria. By the grace of God, leaders that we are seeing on the ground, inshallah, that era.
All right, thank you very much, DSP Yazid Abubakar. For me, I don't have any question to ask you, but I don't know anything at all you want to say before I let you go.
Foremost, I would like to appreciate the of our first PPRO to come forward and explain the situation, the security situation of their commands. I think this wisdom very rare to have persons or leader with this wisdom. I really appreciate first PPRO for having this platform for all PPROs to come forward and express public their and their successes in their command. So I want to urge the one of the federation to also look into the Zamfara State command and the assistance that he is giving to the command. We hope it will be double so that he will be equipped with the modern technology. Also, I thank all the listeners for those which I expected whoever, if someone was transferred, because I have several cases, someone was transferred to the not the police, someone was transferred in the calling, how come? We are going to quit, and I'm going to quit this job. So you don't want jobs are where we are saying the job matter of the grace of God. So I normally regarding to the Zamfara, and I expected more calls, which I think I have nobody calls. Thank you very much for all your questions that you put to me, and that you have been to me to explain our challenges and our success.
All right, thank you very much, DSP Yazid, for coming on the show today to take the hot seat. And with regards, perhaps we will invite you again so that we have a conversation on the house segment of our program. There's a program, Guru Tare Musira Tare in House. And I do listen to a lot of callers who left Zamfara and they used to contribute on that platform a lot. They will be glad to interact on the program. Else from that particular program, we will arrange about that.
I believe so. I am very glad to have myself here.
All right.
Please, anytime, any moment, just call me. Just here. I know our people will be there in that program than these English programs. But you have that.
We'll talk about that off air.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, DSP Yazid Abubakar. Abuja, in case you just tune in, you've missed the substantial part of the program, but it's also that something like this is happening on the Nigeria Police Radio. Thank you to you, our listeners, and also our viewers. Thank you for starting your day with this kind of conversation. Security is our shared responsibility. This has been Horizon, a program which bridges the gap between you was by linking up with Police Command across Nigeria, airing every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8. And this is where you hear firsthand the securities task with your security. Special appreciation to the first public relations officer, Adundein, and my producer, Moza Balogun. Join us again on Wednesday, 8 a.m. as we journey to another police command to bring you an interesting conversation about security. Do have a love. Always put our frontline officers in your prayers. My name is Ali Udoma. Keep listening to the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja. Goodbye for now.